Hello and welcome to Tanningcote Town. A number of viewers have asked for more details regarding the plan for the layout, so I'm just going to use AnyRail to show you the plan of the layout and give you the information for the materials that you'll need. If I just click on the menu up here, I can get the list of track items used and the total length of the layout. I'll copy and paste this into the comments below so that you can get the parts list more easily. There's another feature in AnyRail here that will show us where all the parts fit together to form the plan of the layout. This small piece here was highlighted in the last layout plan view. You need to make sure you get that length right so that this curve around here is properly spaced from the two main lines. The plan shows a 150mm bit of track, but I don't think Hornby actually do a piece of track that's the right length, so you'll have to cut it to the right length using a hacksaw. So cutting that rail to about 85mm or about 3 1/4 inch should give you a nice even spacing for that rail as you go around that area of the layout. Another useful thing is this little Pico weigh gauge for getting your rail spacings perfectly right everywhere. This little piece of flexi track around here, if you duplicate the layout, you'll need to put some effort into getting that right. A little bit of fiddling around to get the radius of the curve to work with your locomotives and work with the layout will pay dividends in the end. So this is the piece of flexi track on my layout, and you can see I've tried to get the curve right so that this locomotive will go around it without getting derailed. The inner loop here goes around to a small siding here where I've got the smaller station, and it also connects to this siding here where I've got the crane at the end there. And I've also got on there the goods shed. Then this is an open siding, and then this is the siding I use to store my DMU typically. I've also got this engine shed over here, and I've tried to fit that so that I can use a crossover to get to both loops of track. The other engine shed area generally serves the outer loop, and by using this crossover here, this shed area can easily serve both the outer and the inner loops, so that I've got some flexibility for storing and using locomotives. So back on the layout, you can see the loop coming around here. There's the smaller station, the goods shed and crane siding, the two open sidings, and then this bit here is the engine shed with the crossover so that I can get out to the outer loop, and then a set of points immediately after it so that I can cross back to the inner loop and use that shed to serve both loops if I need to. As well as this nice long siding down here, I've also got this little workshop and shed area over here, which adds a little bit of interest to the layout. But one of the things you need to bear in mind is the tunnel section. So to maximise the amount of town area available, the tunnel sections actually cross on the curve and not on the straight, and that makes it difficult to make tunnel mouths that will fit trains as they go around the bend. Here you can see how much extra space we've got by putting the tunnel on the curve, but it does make it difficult, and you can see the angles there that we've had to deal with. I did try buttering various plastic kits and moulded tunnel portals, but I couldn't make it work. So I ended up cracking out the AutoCAD like a good engineer and making my own. I made the block sizes about 4mm high, so 00 scale, that's about 1 foot high blockwork on the tunnel portal. And the total width came out to be required for about 58 foot on a scale sense. So the portal was made to fit the layout perfectly. My mate Sid at Sunquest Industries laser cut the tunnel portals for me from a material that's used to make badges. It's a multi-layered, multicoloured material, so you can get the block and the mortar colour in the same piece. If you need this file to get something similar done or laser cut for yourselves, or if you just want to see what the scales are and copy this portal, then just give me a shout, ask@ii-au.com, and I can send you a CAD or a PDF that you can get printed A1 locally. Obviously you need your controllers to get power into the layout, and I've got a switch there which I use to divert power from one of the loops to the inner branch in the fiddle yard. I don't like power clips, they don't look too great, so Pico do these great little fish plates with wires soldered onto them, which you can use to get power into different areas in the layout. They work really well and they look a lot better than having those unsightly power clips. I hope these little insights into the plan and how I've set the layout up have been useful to you. I'll leave you with this last little view of a few things that are going on in the town. Until next time, there's plenty of things to be getting on with. Bye for now.